So welcome to this episode of The Wrong Way Garage. Today we're throwing out all the rules of doing things the wrong way, and we're going to show something a little bit closer to the right way. What we have here is a 2017 Harley Road Glide Ultra. It's got the electric throttle and everything like that. A lot of folks complain about give on the throttle itself, play back and forth. And there's actually some ramifications to that if you're not familiar with the mechanism. So the first thing we're going to do is I've already done a disassemble. Did you like that? YouTube hand. Got to have my YouTube hand. And you can see that the throttle is more or less disconnected from that and will actually fairly easily, fairly not easily, slide right off the bike. And as you can see, it slides off. And what you have on the end is your actual throttle control. Receded in. This is the piece that actually moves, connects into the back of the grip. Now what happens when you have play is this thing can theoretically slide out. Next thing you know, you don't have any throttle at all. You're just free spinning. So the way to handle that is you push that in, and you're going to put your handle back in. You're going to find the click point, slide it in, and begin reassembly. The goal is actually to take this and you're going to push the whole assembly further over to the left. And so as I come over here, I'm going to set the camera, provide a bit of a view of the handle as I work through adjusting these grips. You've got two screws on this, one on the top, and you got to get the plate exactly lined up in order to get it to thread properly. Always a challenge. Always a miserable challenge. Let's move around and come in on the bottom. Yes, it's always this troublesome. Click in the bottom, readjust on the top. I'm going to spin the top bolt in just slightly snug. Go behind it, spin the bottom one in until it's slightly snug. And that puts that control piece back on, that locks this in, and you can see there's quite a significant amount of play. And the way you alleviate that is you pull it back, you have some room on there, and you can see it's reducing more. Push it a little more. Now I have a end throttle that's really tight, not a lot of play. There's no chance of that spinning loose. So my next step is I'm going to tighten these two Torx heads that actually clamp on the handlebars. Run it all the way in. Torque it to specification, which is that's not too tight, not too loose. Go back to the front, ensure my little switch panel is in tight, not going to lose screws on the road. Get the bottom good and tight, and now you can see I have very, very, very little play. I have good throttle response, and overall I don't have to worry about any insertions or anything like that. And if it ever comes an issue again, or if I feel it's loose, I can simply loosen up. See if I can shove it tighter and do it all over again. Very light, very easy, no fuss, no muss, and from experience I can tell you it's not fun when it lets go on you while you're riding. Nothing like crossing 6 lanes of traffic and idle in first gear because your throttle decided to no longer respond. Tight. And tight. Hope you've enjoyed this, the right wrong way to fix your bike.